I was a bubbly, podgy, bouncy, young man. But I think what really turned it for me in terms of wanting to get fit was several factors. Obviously, I was getting older. I'd always been active, not, and I think I took it very casually, like most people. I had a sort of, I would say, a health scare in terms of my blood pressure, in terms of my weight, in terms of stress, and all of that wasn't really where it should be. And after visiting the doctor and doing a health checkup, they said, look, maybe you just need to just try to reduce and scale back on not just alcohol consumption, but also the quality of the food, the quantity and the quality of rich foods, and so I also had a conversation with my sister, Dapiwa, and so she encouraged me to join a running club, because one thing, as in many things in life, is if you are not with others that can hold you accountable, that can motivate you, and with whom you can go on a journey, you really won't go far, and you won't achieve as much by yourself. They really accepted me, and they coached me and mentored and trained me from, running 3 to 5 kilometers for me used to be a significant achievement, those 3-4 years back. But when you look at what I'm doing now, it's night and day, right? Challenges, and look, there have been many. And if there's something I'd like to highlight looking back at the last 3 years is there was a lot of moments of self-doubt. I think that is probably one of the biggest ones. And there was a lot of fear. Your mind tries to convince you that, no, you cannot do a marathon. No, you cannot swim 3 kilometers in the open water in the ocean. No, you cannot cycle on a bike for 5 hours and cycle 120 kilometers. No, you cannot run up a mountain and complete a triathlon. Your mind starts to convince you and tries to talk you out of all these things. And so overcoming the challenge of negative talk, negative thoughts and self-doubt is one of the biggest challenges, but it is also one of the greatest benefits of going through a journey like this, because what you realize when you set a goal, you train, you follow a plan, you are with like-minded people who push you and motivate you, just like in sports. That's why people watch football, all the sports, basketball, whatever sport it is that people are in. When people overcome and they win, they score a goal, they shoot, a hoop, and they score. That the adrenaline and the sense of achievement and fulfillment that you get from that fuels you to take another step. It fuels you to add more weights at the gym. It fuels you to swim an extra 100 meters, 500 meters. It fuels you when you get a cramp to run an additional kilometer and to not give up. So fear is something that I've come to realize can either cripple you and completely paralyze you. And some people live in a perpetual cycle of fear, which keeps them in a particular prison, in their mind, and they never really unleash or realize their full potential. But you have to see fear as a part of you and actually something that can be used and turned around to fuel you. You can never make people do something that they don't want. Unfortunately for me, yes, there was a trigger, a health-related trigger, but I'd always wanted to be fit, to feel good, importantly, right? So the main thing is about feeling good. They have to genuinely want and have that desire. Because as long as there's just that small interest, desire, and want or need to change their lives, get fit, transform their bodies, their minds, that's all that you need in your journey. And then just find your lane, literally just find your lane and find your pace. It's not about running marathons and doing triathlons, but making sure that you are doing something incrementally that makes you feel good each day, and you are working towards a goal. And start and say, I want to achieve a 5-kilometer distance this week, or 10 kilometers, wherever you are in your journey. Just set a goal and follow the plan towards achieving that goal. Having a schedule, sticking to a program, it really allows you to sync and align your day, and your day turns into a week, and your week turns into a month, and your month becomes a year. And as I say, when you look back, if you just trust the process, you'll see how much you can achieve and how much your life can transform for the better.